what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Behind the Group podcast. I am DJ Keo.
And I am Basil Barrington, and we are back with another episode of Silo.
hmm
Season 2, episode number 7, The Dive. IMDb finally got over a 7.6 or 7.7. It's still a 7.8. It's still in the
That don't make
sevens.
no sense, man.
It's still in the
Hell, like,
sevens.
this show is cooking on all grease levels right now. Like
This joint, man,
you
these
could
mugs,
add more grease to the
they're
show,
cooking with, the grease is so, like, you can't get avocado grease that hot. They're cooking with
right?
avocado
Right?
grease, for real, olive
Yes.
oil. I
Olive oil,
mean,
it's on. The show is on fire. It's a 10 out of 10 from here on out.
and then,
Like 'cause
yeah, so,
every show is delivering you new information that keeps you hooked and delivering good entertainment. So you're like, oh, this is great. I want to know more about this. I want to see more of these characters. I don't know anybody on this show that I'm like, I don't want to see them again. Oh, that guy's annoying, or this is a stupid
mhm,
storyline. And there's not a single person on this show that I'm not interested in anything that they're doing.
right.
Like all across the board, walk. What's the name? What's the guy in the head of mechanical? Like that
Oh,
storyline right there.
Knox.
Knox,
Hmm.
right? You Bernard. You got Sims. You got the sheriff. Like all of these storylines are great.
And,
If it was just that storylines alone for the series, it would have been good. And we got like 6 storylines all at the same time. That's how good this
mhm.
show is,
and all
and
the
they're
women
great.
controlling their men, all, you know what I'm saying? They're there too doing their thing.
It'll make me choke right now.
Even though I'm interested in what's happening with Solo, but he is
Mm.
becoming a little,
Oh, he's
little,
been annoying, man.
a little
I would have
annoying.
pushed that dude off the
Mm,
cliff a minute ago and be like,
oh
"Yo, I'll
my
deal with this
goodness.
myself."
As a matter of fact, let's talk about Solo and Juliette. So here we go. Solo did the okey doke, like, no, you ain't getting your suit or your helmet until you go down 8 floors underwater to fix the pump, right? And we were just talking
Bro,
offline. I'd be like, dude, like all of his goofiness, I'm like, dude, get up out of my face. I'm doing this on my own. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, there ain't no way, man.
It's just
There
like
ain't no way.
I'm gonna go throughout this entire Silo 17, see what I can
Mhm.
find, see if I can get up out of here. I don't need your help because you're a complete nincompoop, an idiot, a
Yeah,
jarhead,
he's useless.
completely
I do
useless.
think though she needs to go inside that vault and see what that thing is in the legacy. She needs to go see that because that would change her mind about everything. Because that basically what Bernard was like, everything's here. The whole
Mhm.
history of Earth is in here. And
But
so they people see inside there and they know things regular people don't know.
right, yeah, we're gonna get back to that
So
because
I know we're gonna talk about that,
he
but I'm
did
just
say
saying,
something about how old he thought the silos were, right?
yeah, it's
So
300 and something.
yeah, exactly. Like so, so Juliet goes down underwater, right,
hmm
on this man-made contraption.
hmm
So, and she goes down, she does all the thing, she does the thing, she gets the pump working, yada, yada, yada. Then when she
Yeah.
comes back up to try to like retrieve this, get back on this contraption to get back up, she
hmm
unties the rope from the banister and it flies
hmm
away. And now she has to swim up. So let me say this, right?
Yeah.
When she was untying that, I was like, it's going to slip, it's going to fall away. I just knew it, right?
You can see it. You can see
Yeah,
it.
because it's so easy. It's a layup. So
hmm
if I'm underwater and this is my only way up, if I'm untying that from the banister, I'm gonna first tie it to my wrist, right? And
Yes.
then
Yes.
untie it, and it's just like,
hmm
again, little layup, something like, oh,
hmm
that's the obvious thing to do is to unravel it, and then it just like, you know, gets out of your grip, and then it just flies
hmm
away, and you can't do anything. Now, you're traveling up, 8 flights, getting the bends and everything. It's just like, and then the thing that Solo
I
said,
don't think it was that deep to get bends. It's deep, but I I don't think I've swum that deep before, but I don't think you would get like really really sick from 18 floors. That
listen,
seems kind of low.
I mean, and the thing about it is like, flights or floors, it can
hmm
depend,
Yeah, we're
right?
talking about like 8 to 10 feet before
Right.
every floor.
Right, exactly. So I was about to say here in America, ceilings are the standard is 8 feet tall, right?
hmm
So that's not bad. I mean,
No,
that's
it's
like,
deep for sure. It's
yeah,
deep. Like you need breathing apparatus. It's deep,
yeah.
but I don't think it's not like the bottom of the ocean deep where you
Right,
gotta like you're gonna be sick.
yeah,
I think he's exaggerating because he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's why.
exactly, and the other thing is if he knew this
Mhm.
was he needed this pump, repaired because in 10 months the place is going to flood. First of all, how does he know
Mhm.
it's going to flood in 10 months? How does he know that? I mean, he's an
Yeah, well,
idiot. How does he know that?
is he keeping counting the floors and how long it took to go to the next floor? I would do that. Like I would absolutely notice that, and
Do
I would
you
do
think
that.
Solo
I would
would
be
do that?
counting.
Do you
I
think
don't
he
think
would do
Solo
that?
would do that.
Exactly. He's a complete
Well,
nincompoop.
I'm analytical enough that I would be like, wait a minute,
Right.
this seems to be going up every 2 inches every day. Like, okay,
Yeah.
like I would notice that for sure.
And Juliette, like, called him out, like, dude, you're not even Solo. You're not even in IT. What are you talking about? If he
Yeah,
were
he's
like
just
a
some guy.
IT person, right? Just think like
Mhm.
an IT person, he would
Yeah, he would
figure
have
out
seen that.
how to fix that pump. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I,
Yeah.
I don't I don't think that I don't think that he's incapable of fixing it. I think he doesn't want to do it himself.
Yeah.
Because that's the argument he made. He was like, "Well, I'm in IT, and if
Mhm.
I die, no one's gonna be able to get into the door, so you have to do it for me." Like that's a dumb argument, but I get it because you don't want to lose the access to the door, or if he dies, that's a wrap because no one else knows how to get in this room. So I get that argument,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
but if I was in this thing and no one else is there and it's slowly rising up and it's going to kill me in a couple months, I would have fixed it myself a long time ago. There's
Exactly.
no question.
And he also exposed himself because he said, "Well, if I die, no one's going to
Mhm.
be able to get into the vault." What do you mean, no one? I thought nobody. What do you mean? I thought it was just you here,
Yeah, see,
right?
there's more stuff going on. That's a
Exactly.
clue.
Right.
That's a
Exactly.
spoiler clue, right?
So when she got back up and she finally got up from being 8 floors
Mhm.
down, and then she followed this trail of blood. The
Mhm.
the last 2 or 3 minutes of the show, it was just super dark, and I didn't know if it was someone hanging or if it
I
was like some
couldn't
sort of a
see it.
noose or something. I couldn't see
Yeah,
anything.
I couldn't see it either. It's possible it could be someone that got hanged during the initial thing, the initial insurrection. Like,
Yeah,
it's possible that's what happened, or it could be something new. But I think the silo isn't empty for sure. I think Solo has good instinct to be like concerned about people trying to get in the door.
yeah,
That makes sense because the other things that Juliet noticed that there are two people that bodies that were there that right by the door. They're fresh. They're not that old.
right.
They have to be within months rather than years or
Yeah,
decades. It's
because
got to be months. So
the bodies outside were decomposing. You
yeah,
know.
yeah, it was pretty fresh.
Yeah,
Because you in 18 years you'd have bones and stuff like things would be growing out of it.
yeah.
Like they're
I
they're
mean,
fresh. They're
exactly.
stinky fresh. So
Right.
that's a
so,
factor.
so what's going on with your boy Bernard and Sims, man? Bernard and Sims.
Bernard is in trouble, man. Like
He
Bernard, because
knows it.
here's the thing. I think Bernard has overextended himself, and Sims pointed that out. He's like, you're running out of people that you can rely on. Because like the who new guy that's running the judiciary, like he don't know what he's doing. That guy's a
Mhm.
bum, man. You can tell. You can tell based from the previous episode when they were trying to they lost the floor and he realized, oh, we lost the floor with food. Like, come on, bro. Like, you
Oh,
can't do this job anymore.
Oh wait, you mean the guy who's in charge of the Raiders?
Yeah, that dude.
Um,
So,
Amundsen or something
Emmett
like that.
whoever his
Yeah,
name is,
right. Exactly.
he's a bum.
He's yeah.
That guy's a bum. Wash him out. Get somebody else. Get somebody else. Because you clearly the fact that you lost a floor of food to the people you're trying to starve is like you have no common sense. Like, how'd
Dude,
you not see this coming?
he lost the farm.
Yeah, he lost the farm. Like
Literally.
we're running upstairs and they
Excuse me.
stopped, and he's like, "Okay, guess we won." Like, no, you didn't win. Like,
You lost the
the fact
farm,
he didn't
idiot.
see that. Yeah,
So
he
you
didn't even notice that.
so Bernard is Bernard, when he was in the vault, when he basically gave Lucas the keys to the
Mhm.
castle, and that
Yeah.
vault is pretty interesting. So that means that that's what Solo is inside of,
Yes, Solo has to have the same version over there.
Right, exactly.
And it
So
has so it has the relics, and he has that tablet with the books on there.
right,
'Cause I guess all the books of the world is on this thing. Like
exactly.
it's pretty incredible when you think about it. And he's got AI. That's the other thing that blew me up because so we're clearly way in the future.
Right.
that they have AI inside these vaults and it's nothing. Like it's not even a big deal.
Bernard said that the
Mhm.
votes were built over like almost 130 years. And that's the only
Mhm.
thing he knows. They were built 130 years ago, something like that, right? And he said that's
Mhm.
the only thing he knows, right? So
Yeah.
what's interesting is, first of all, these cats have an iPad
Mhm.
with Apple Intelligence on it because he's like speaking to the joint, he's just like, hey, I would like
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah 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 blah, and I'm just like, oh, they have an iPad. Where are the Android devices? I guess they're
So
Apple people over there, huh? It's
so here's the
possible.
question.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know 100% it's the Apple
Yeah,
thing.
they're Apple
But
people.
like here's the question.
What's up?
Is this stuff in a satellite or is this inside the computer inside the base, inside the silo? Is this you're getting information from the satellites beaming down like the internet's still running?
Hmm.
Or is this all internal, self-contained inside the silo?
I'm gonna say, oh wow, that's a good question. I'm gonna say it's in the clouds. It's coming from somewhere.
I think it's in the clouds too.
Yeah.
I'll put it like that. I
It's in
think
the
it's in the
clouds,
clouds.
dude. It's coming from somewhere because it would
Mhm.
be like, I mean, imagine, with 50 silos, if that's the number, and
Mhm.
then each of them having their own sort of, it's the same information. So why just have it separately? Just have it pull
That
down,
would make
build,
the most sense.
exactly, build a contraption, connect it to the cloud, then all the information is
Mhm.
there. Bring in the iPad M4. You need an M4, iPad Pro M4 with Apple Intelligence, and then everything will work
Mhm.
out pretty well.
Probably an iPad 15 there they have. It's pretty far in the
iPad
future.
8, you know what I'm saying? Lucas is pretty interesting because he's that's the IT thing work that he's.
I listen.
Mhm.
I like characters who are smart.
Yeah,
I enjoy watching people who are competent and
right.
they're creative and they see things that regular people are not seeing. I like that. I hate watching TV shows or movies with stupid people. I
Right.
cannot stand it. It irks me in my bones, man. I cannot stand it.
It's
And so
it's
like I like
mhm.
Lucas as a character because he's clever. He sees angles for other stuff. Like he figured out the stars. He didn't even know what it was called, but he
Mhm.
figured out the stars just by looking at the video playback they have there. Like
Right.
that, you're a creative person. You're a smart person like that. And so giving him access to the vault now is incredible. Like for somebody like that who's got that the, AI Apple Intelligence that
Mhm.
he can kind of see stuff.
Yeah.
He sees the angles and he's learning. He's very good learning. I like that, man.
It was also revealed that yes,
Mhm.
Bernard and the judge, the previous judge, they did have
That was
something going on.
obvious, man. They were
It was
doing a
so
thing.
obvious,
That was obvious.
Yeah.
The fact
Bernard,
that she was drinking when he put her there is like, come
yeah.
on, man. That's obvious.
Bernard is about to go on a killing spree, dude. He's about to kill the new person in charge of the Raiders because he's a complete nincompoop, right?
Yeah, that guy's
He
done for. He gonna make it.
he may even set up Sims. I don't know if Sims is gonna
Sim's
be.
wife, I don't know about her. She might not make it either.
Yeah, it's just
That's a rough one because
you
he's
may
not worried
be.
about Sims. He's worried about the wife. The wife is the smart one.
Yeah.
Sims is go along, get along. You just sad you don't
Exactly.
have the
And
job.
that's exactly what he said to him. He's like, you're good at solving problems, but you're not very curious, right? And I'm just like, when he said that,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. Bernard came into into Sims' office as a judicial, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And dude, he
Yeah.
just herbed him out. He was just like, "You're dumb. You're stupid. You're not curious. Blah 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 blah. That's why you're not my, my shadow. Yada yada yada. And then
Hmm.
the trump card, pun intended, was,
Hmm.
oh, and your wife did this.
Yeah, he didn't know. He did
You
not
know,
know.
and
I
then
yeah, I felt for him in my core, man.
mhm,
That sucks. That
and
sucks.
Sims, like, once Bernard told, he's like, you're not curious. Blah blah blah. Well, before that, Bernard was like, Sims was like, he was
Mhm.
sort of, being pouty, like, I did everything. I was supposed to be your shadow.
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
fair.
no.
Like,
Exactly. Like, I'm mad. I'm like, dude, oh my goodness, you are being such a herb right now, right? And Bernard was like, dude, you're not curious. You're like, you can just solve
mhm.
problems. You're a brute, basically. It's just like,
Yeah, yeah. You're basically I point you at a thing, you fix it, you go back and charge up again. Like that's what it is.
and
You're a
that's what he
robot.
said. He said, I put you here. And then he told him to his face. He said, I put you here because I do not want to see your face. You're a rubber stamp. So,
That's crazy thing because we learned about a lot about the judge thing recently, and we're like,
Mm-hmm.
this judge thing is a dead end
Mm-hmm.
where you get rid of people that you don't like, and they
Exactly.
just sit there and wither away rubber stamping things.
Yep.
That sucks as a job.
He says,
So
sit
stuff
here,
you care
rubber stamp
about or
everything.
things you think is wrong, you can't even do anything about it. You just got to do your rubber stamp, shut up, and go back home
And
and enjoy your 1 or 2 relics that they gave you and just shut up. Like that's what your life is.
that's what Bernard
That's
told
crazy.
Sims. Like, dude, you are here to service me. You are a rubber stamp. So
Yeah.
do your job, shut up. And then Sims was like, no, right? And so yeah, I think that I don't know where Sims will be in the 3rd season, you know. I don't know.
I think he's in the books, but I don't think he's mentioned a lot. So that could mean anything.
Yeah.
Because like he's a good character. He's a good foil for stuff. And you know, he's got enemies now. Like he's annoyed. So he could be useful to the storyline. But like, I don't know. Anything's possible here. Honestly, anything's possible.
Okay, so now we get down to the mechanical. That was
Knot
kind
and
of
Shirley, man.
that was yo, dude. Oh my goodness. Like just dude, just stop it. You need to go ahead. Listen, you Shirley and Knox and Shirley, you go just get it over with.
Do the thing, man. Just do
Just
it.
do the thing.
He's
Just
not
get
here.
it over
Why'd
with.
you kiss me? Why'd you kiss
You
me?
know?
Let's just do the thing, man. Like what?
Shirley, she reminds me of Amanda Seals, like, you know, difficult to work with. And that's the word on the
It's
street.
factual.
Right.
That's the way I look at Shirley. Because Shirley's not ugly. Like she's all right. She's doing her
But
thing.
yeah.
But
But do the deed. You already kissed, you know what I'm saying? So when they put that rocket together, dude, whew, it also means that they have gunpowder, and if they need deadly weapons, they can create those.
Oh, they can make stuff down there. They have all the tools.
Yeah.
And they have gunpowder. That's concerning. And Sims knew that's concerning. And he's like, I know how much they got. Sorry, bro. I'm not telling you. Good luck.
McLean, she was like, she said, you know, if you do this for me, I'll tell you how much gunpowder you have to worry about. Not like if they have it or not.
Not if they have.
Yes.
Be worried about.
Right. This is how much you need to worry about. Like, you know, so they may have metric tons of this stuff, man. Who knows, right?
I think they have a lot down there. That would make sense.
Yeah.
No one's going. Here's the thing. If you're at the top of the silo, are you going to make the 2 days journey to walk all the way down there to go figure this stuff out? Most people are like, as long as the lights are on and you guys aren't being troublemakers, leave us
Everyone's
alone.
fine with
and
that.
So that's the way you can stockpile and do all kind of craziness down there because no one's going to come check it out.
Right. And
like, look, the perfect example of that is Walk taking her camera off, and they didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
She knew it was there. She took it down. And everyone's like, all right, she took her camera down.
And then when she
if
put
that
it
was
back
somewhere
up,
in the middle of upper deck, they would have kicked the door in and be like, yo, put this camera back up.
No one wants to go down.
No one wants to go down there.
No one wants to go to the mids
odds
or
that
down
there's
below.
a bunch of stuff that they should be very concerned about down there is high. I would say it's high in every silo.
Yeah.
Not just 18.
We also know that we know who's been trying to poison the mechanical.
Yes.
Right? The mechanics, right? So we know that, right? And it was kind of cool that he said, listen, no one's going to kill you. You'll still work here. You're going to have some tough jobs. People are going to give you some crap for a minute. You know, they're going to give you some, and everything, you know, blow over. We also know that Walker and McLean were married.
That's interesting, man. That's very interesting.
They were married and they got divorced 25 years ago.
See, that's the thing. I think for Walk, she's trying to pretend like she doesn't have anything to worry. Like nothing of value is there for her in the silo, which is false.
Yeah.
She's a lot of stuff she cares about, but she's giving the impression that she doesn't care about anything and nothing bothers her. She's indifferent, whatever. Right. And them catching that little clip on video, like they got video of everything and they're watching everything. They're little clues. Like you tilt your head a little bit to the left when you started talking, like all this little stuff, and they're using it against everybody. The silo is entertaining just from little stuff like this alone. Like for me, I love that.
It was really interesting, like when we were watching the first season and how like that's when we were introduced that everyone has cameras. They're watching everything. They're viewing everything. They have cameras and mirrors. They have cameras and like roses. Everything, dude. You know,
yeah,
just
everywhere.
Like, wow. You know, that's crazy. So again, they were divorced 25 years ago. So she has a lot of
Mm-hmm.
history in the silo. She was basically
Yeah, a
born
lot of
there.
history.
She was born there,
Yeah.
basically. Everyone was born there,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, everyone
It's,
was born there, but
right,
yeah.
exactly. So and then you have Billings, and I'm trying to figure out if Billings is. I mean, he's basically kind of helping Mechanical, right?
Mhm.
Kinda.
I like Billings. I was indifferent about him before because I was like, he's one of those book guys. Like, no, that's not in the book. Like that, you know what I'm saying? That
Mhm.
annoying little thing about the super uptight. That's not in page 25 of the manual, like that kind of crap. But Billings has grown on me, and I think this is the hallmark of a good show: is that people need flaws, and it's one of the issues. Like a lot of movies suck, and a lot
Mhm.
of TV shows suck right now, is because people don't have flaws. So
Yeah.
he has a health flaw. He has an issue about how his family, like his wife, is running him. Basically, he's not in charge of nothing.
wife is wife carries the baby
Bro, she
24/7
came
on.
down here with pants and a baby, man.
I'm
Like
like,
so,
dude, is
yo,
there? Do you how do you sleep with this baby on your, wrapped around your
bro, she's
your
just wrapped
shoulder or
on the
whatever?
shoulder, like.
I am just bugging out, man, for real. But this
I'm
show,
saying
man,
like
this mhm.
he's interesting now because he has all this other stuff,
Yeah,
and like I think that he cares about the silo more than a lot of other people do. I would say it's on level of Bernard, but he doesn't know the stuff Bernard knows, because if he did, I think he'd be on Bernard's side about everything.
yeah,
There's a
yeah,
certain level once you understand everything, that everything works, and like you saw what happened to it was a 17 that everyone went outside, and that can happen here, and everyone's gonna die. Like
mhm.
once you understand all this kind of stuff, you have the behind the information stuff. You look at everything different, and you're willing to bend stuff just a little bit more than everybody else would.
Yeah,
And I think for Billings, the second he gets a little bit more information, he would be Team Bernard the whole way through. He'd be like, "What can I help you with, sir?" Like he's gonna be doing that. That's
dude.
how I feel about it. He's got insurrection talk now, but he's gonna be like, "What can I do for you, sir?" In a minute, like
Yeah,
that's gonna be
but
soon,
once he
real
finds
soon.
out everything, we'll see,
Mm-hmm.
where his, loyalty lies after that point.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
are
yeah.
talking about Silo, season number 2, episode number 7, The Dive. Keo, what are you going to rate this episode?
It's a 10. Right? He's easily a 10.
It's a
There's
10
no
for me
question
too.
that.
It's a
I don't
10.
even need to give you a summary for why it's a 10.
Right,
It
exactly.
shows a 10 right
It's a
now.
10, dude.
It
It's a
is what it
10.
is.
I keep saying, I've seen out of 7 episodes, 1 received an 8.
Yes.
Everything else was a
I'm
7
saying we probably should
on
go and put a
IMDb.
10 on everything, be like, yo, we
Right,
messed up. This is a 10 here
right,
going
exactly.
forward. So far, I this of all the shows that's on TV right now, this is my favorite show, and it's bar none. It's not even close.
Yeah,
And I'm excited for the weekend's coming. Silo's gonna come on. Like that's where I'm at right now. Just the whole storyline, the characters, how everything's
everything,
playing out,
man.
the smart writing, where you could just have walking and talking and it's still entertaining. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like walking and talking is a death sentence to a lot of shows, but on Silo, they can walk and talk stuff, interesting
Dude, I
stuff
mean,
happens every episode.
if you're going to walk and talk, this is the way you do it. You know
Yes,
what? They
drop
also did a
information.
lot of walking and talking in Foundation as well, right? That's the way you
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Make it
Yes.
interesting.
When people are talking, you're learning things. Like you're
Yeah,
getting new insight about what's going on in the show or what's happening. Like you're adding to the series. That
right.
everyone just walks and talks like, "How was your dinner today? I went to Chipotle." That's not. I don't want to see that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Give me good information. Make the storyline go forward. That's what I want. And that's when you do that on a show. That's how you win. That's how everyone's like, "Oh, this is great." Because I don't know anybody that hates Silo that I talk to. Everybody's like, "Oh, the show is great." If they see that, they're like, "The show's great."
Well, there you have it. Thanks for checking out another episode of the Behind the Groove podcast. I am Basil Barrington.
I am DJ Keo.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace.
All right.